This modern housing complex in central Berlin is called Lux, the Latin word for light. Or does it stand for luxury? Two Spanish developers invested 45 million euros in the project.
That's one of the big differences between Germany and Spain. Here there's money for building, especially in this city. In Spain, there's no money. That's one of the reasons we've gone abroad, because there's no financing at home, either for contractors or for purchasers.
The building is located close to Berlin's landmark Brandenburg Gate. The German capital has become a desirable spot for investors. Nearly half of the Spanish developers' clients come from abroad. Many are on the lookout for a pied-à-terre. The apartments, which offer large panorama windows with a view of old houses, sell for 4,000 to 11,000 euros per square meter. Top locations like these are growing more rare, but prices are still lower than in most other European capitals.
I guess it's not like in Paris or London, but it's definitely at a level where you can sense the 2-0. 20,000 a square meter.
In fact, 20,000 euros per square meter is already reality in Berlin. Right behind the sculpture of Bertolt Brecht, the anti-bourgeois dramatist, is this luxury building. Andreas Steinbacher has sold nearly all 95 apartments for prices as high as those in Munich or Hamburg. He says he sees no impending bubble on the real estate market. He believes every square meter will retain its value.
It'll be 24,000 per square meter. As the years go by, it'll be harder to find these kinds of locations. So the value of the property will rise accordingly.
The building has a doorman, still a fairly unusual arrangement in Berlin. And the furnishings are by star designer Philipp Stark. Buyers pay up to 2.8 million euros for one of these 120 square meter luxury apartments. Construction appears to be going on all over the city. With fancy names like Maison Ouest, the exclusive new residences are intended to attract with cosmopolitan flair. A few years ago, there was nothing here. Now, new buildings are springing up right in the center of the city. The sales office is full of people buying based on the blueprints. This couple only just managed to snap up one of the apartments.
I said I wanted this one, but it was already reserved. Every year there are more and more inquiries. Then last summer,
by chance I was online and this apartment wasn't reserved anymore. It was available.
The prices here are only slightly above average. The 90 square meter apartment, which has an equally large terrace, costs 700,000 euros. The developer is benefiting from low interest rates and the growing numbers of people moving to Berlin.
At the moment we have a surplus of new arrivals per year of about 50,000 people. We've had that for the past 4 years. So in 4 years, Berlin has grown by about 200,000 residents. That's equivalent to the population of a mid-sized city like Potsdam.
What does that mean for your business?
It means a shortage. It's as simple as that.
The location is so good that the two buyers are not worried about a real estate bubble. They both work and currently pay just 2% interest on the mortgage. They look forward to moving in a few months from now. But they also see a downside.
I'm a little worried that the city is becoming a bit less interesting. The art scene and the creative scene are being pushed out by rising rents. People with lower incomes can't afford it anymore. So Berlin could develop into a very expensive city that's less interesting.
From up here, developer Thomas Groth gets a good view of the upcoming building projects of the next decade. There is currently more building going on in Berlin than in any other German city.